Konnichiwa, ni hao, and all that jazz. Welcome back to Thoughts, Talks, and TF2, where you get your weekly mandatory Team Fortress 2 fix, of course. My name is Mr. Scary Muffin, and this week I thought we'd talk a little bit about vacations, because I just came back from a nice 2-week vacation over to the Asian continent. And I hope you guys enjoyed all the wonderful footage I had put up for the last 3 weeks or so, I suppose. And these are starting from yesterday. On Saturday, we all have new stuff that I had just recently started recording and started doing again. And vacations. What's the deal with them? I have to profess I'm not exactly a big fan of going away for vacation. For one thing, it does require you to put a little bit more work. As you might notice, I had to prepare so many episodes ahead of time. I also had to do stuff for my work day job, of course, as well before I headed out. And I was also doing some telecommuting work while I was on vacation as well. Luckily, I had internet connection. If you guys were following me on Twitter, I was posting up tweets as well throughout the entire time, making little snide comments about how people dress and all that kind of stuff. I think I was mentioning how, for example, the police officers in Japan, they like to put shower caps on their hats when it's raining so that it doesn't get the hats wet, because you know the hats, they have a special felt fabric, and there's like a cardboard or something underneath, so that if that gets wet, it gets soggy and your hat starts drooping and not being all prim and pristine and all that stuff. And I'm like, it's practical, right? But it looks kind of silly. It looks kind of weird to me. But yeah, so if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, do so, please. Please follow me. Anybody? I will continue posting up random thoughts and all that good stuff whenever the thought strikes me, I suppose. But you can also take a look. There was a picture link, a twit pic, if you will, of myself dressed in a kimono with Jasmine, and inadvertently I had picked colors for my kimono to look kind of like a Jedi. And it completely caught me by surprise afterwards when I saw it. I saw myself in the mirror. I'm like, you know what? I'm a freaking Jedi. Rocks. It's just how good I am. I just accidentally, somehow I became a Jedi. Anyways, so vacations. I mentioned I wasn't really a big fan of it, not only because of the work, but because when you go on a vacation, right? You take time off, and then you go somewhere, and then you go crazy because it's a new place. You got to go see so many things. You don't want to waste a minute of your vacation time, especially when you travel, because it costs so much. It has so much time investment, so much money investment, so much emotional investment, and by the end of it, you are exhausted. All right. To me, a vacation should be something that's restful, right? Like, you know, you come back from it feeling a better person. But coming back from this particular vacation, I was tired. It wasn't the jet lag. My feet were killing me because every single day we were literally walking for the entire day, and by like the 10th day or something, my feet were like, I'm done. I gotta sit down. Every hour or so, I'm like, I have to sit down. My feet were bad. My back was killing me too. I don't know if it was my bad posture or something, but or the fact that I was carrying all my wife's shopping stuff and also her camera and all that. And that stuff's heavy, right? And I was like, oh, feeling in my lower back and kind of things. Funny thing though, we did get a quick neck rub massage at this place. In Taiwan is really cool. They employ the blind to do massages. So like there's like kind of like a guild or a union kind of stuff, and it's all blind people who run these massage parlors, and it's really interesting. And I didn't even realize this until afterwards. My wife told me, and I just thought the guy looked away, kind of funny. But yeah, so that helped a little bit along the way as well. But yeah, I really do believe there is a right and wrong way to have a vacation, and going away and doing all this kind of stuff sometimes it is necessary, because we did go to Taiwan to visit my wife's relatives. Her grandparents, her grandmas rather, are both still alive, and so we went to see them, see a lot of her direct family, her aunts, uncles, cousins, all that kind of stuff. And then we also went to Japan and visited a couple of friends as well. We also visited a Pokemon Center. And I also took the time when we were away to record a couple of episodes. As you may have noticed yesterday, I did a quick little real life achievement, and for the next couple of Saturdays from here on, We're gonna have a couple stuff that I recorded ahead of time. I'll probably be supplementing that with footage recorded locally, just because it's better that way. Less noise and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, going away and doing all that busy stuff sometimes is necessary, but really it's not the way to do a vacation. Take it from me, it's exhausting. You come back the worse for wear, and then you have all this extra work that has piled up while you're away, and it just because the reason why people take time off away from work, and sometimes some businesses have mandatory time off, is to relieve stress, so the stress stops building up. But this really just adds to the stress. And I think staycations, as they call them, staycations where you just stay at home, relax, have fun, those are great. Vacations where you go to one place and you kind of live there, you kind of just are there. I know one of my buddies, he went to Paris and he just lived at his friend's apartment, and he just went out whenever he wanted, do a little bit of shopping, getting, you know, the baguettes, and just being like a normal person there, but like a person there without a job. And that is really nice too. I actually really approve of that. Cruises are pretty good. Those are pretty relaxing. But yeah, basically you want to relax. You don't want to be you don't want to pump up your itinerary with too much stuff. It just goes crazy. But then for places like, you know, if you go to Europe, if you go to Asia, kind of stuff, you want to do that because you don't want to waste your time. I guess or waste your money, you know. I guess that's just kind of the flip side of it. Some things you have to do if you really want to do it. But if you're taking a vacation to relax and to ease off some stress, actually take time to relax and ease off some stress. I highly recommend it. Myself, I'm okay right now. I did a lot of prep work before I head off to vacation, so my workload is still relatively low. It's okay, but it's gonna start picking up pretty soon, and I don't feel particularly relaxed, but you know what? That's just the nature of the beast. I'm okay with it this time. I think next time, though, I'm gonna take a nice, relaxing staycation, or perhaps a stress-free vacation trip. Anyways, guys, just a short episode today. Just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Thanks for watching. I will probably touch more upon my vacation and further episodes and stuff like that. But yeah, got new stuff coming up next week, so check it out. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.